Muy buenas a todos, hoy volvemos con Dragon Age y estamos en medio de una especie de matanza super grande en la Torre de los Magos, la del Círculo de Magos. Ayer logramos vencer al demonio de la pereza y a todo su séquito, logramos liberar a todos nuestros compañeros de ese trance en el cual estaban y cuando salimos agarramos la letaña, que es este objeto que está acá, que sirve para evitar que los magos de sangre nos controlen. Cullen, que es este que está acá, es un templario que lo atraparon los magos de sangre que están controlando el círculo y es el único superviviente de todos sus compañeros. Ahí vemos a los compañeros tirados y él se pensaba que nosotros veníamos a matarlo a él o que éramos ilusiones o algo y nos pidió que matáramos a todos los que están allá arriba y nosotros le dijimos que no íbamos y que íbamos a intentar salvar a a la mayor cantidad de personas posibles. Antes de subir vamos a subir de nivel a nuestro compañero, que no me acuerdo qué era. Había algo que yo tenía que subirle a Alistar, creo. Creo, no lo recuerdo bien. Que era la fuerza. Fuerza. Subimos la fuerza y acá ya puede empezar a aprender de supervivencia para saber cómo sobrevivir. Vamos a subirle un poco a la parte templaria. Y ya podría estar utilizando esta armadura, que es bastante mejor. Opa, ahora estás hecho todo un templario, Alistar, ¿eh? Necesitas más fuerza para poder usar esto. Así que está. Alistar y compañía, nos dirigimos a la cámara de la angustia. A ver qué sucede, qué nos encontramos.
Do you accept the gift that I offer?
La calvicie. Quiere hacer un séquito de calvos. Uy. ¿Qué le están haciendo al pobre hombre? Bueno, lo están transformando en un... Eso, en esa cosa fea. Con un ojo y calvo, obviamente. Hola muchachos.
Ah, look what we have here. I remember you, Irving's star pupil.
Y el más
Aldred
fuerte.
didn't think much of you then, and I certainly don't see your appeal now.
Discúlpame, ¿eh? Mm, eh, Sigo siendo un mago de círculo, ¿eh?
I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants.
Efectivamente.
Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
Wow. Mejor que estén todos muertos y yo me quede sin súbditos. Qué bueno. Muy pronto te unirás a tu servicio.
Wait! Let's not be hasty. I'm trying to have a civilized conversation
No,
here.
¿qué quieres hacer?
A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Aldred.
Aldred? He is gone. I am Aldred, and yet not Aldred. I am more.
Un pelado con delirios
I
de
could give you
cabellera.
this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people can be so
No creo que sea una opción eso, ¿eh? Me alegro que te hayan rechazado
And
tanto.
what good did that do? I still won. Wait, what do we have here? Why, it's the first enchanter. Come, say hello to your old apprentice, Irving. Don't mind the blood. He's had a hard day.
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army. He will destroy the Templars, and...
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I
Está resistiendo el control mental, Irving. Es un mago poderoso.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually, as will you.
Porque lo que tiene la magia esta que él está usando es que si no aceptás vos voluntariamente el regalo, comillas, comillas, como él le dice, no te puede transformar. Pero claro, ningún mago lo aceptaría voluntariamente, entonces él le controla la mente y los transforma. Pero claro, Irving es un mago poderoso y está resistiéndose a eso.
Killing you would be a waste. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable. I can do that. I can give you power and a new life.
Uy, esa voz de fumo 25 millones de cajas de cigarro. No puedo permitírtelo, ¿eh?
I don't think your opinion matters. That is what I've decided, and that is what will be done. Fight, if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Uldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
I shall do it. Very well.
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. A ver, a ver, a ver.
As you say.
No vamos a dejar que controle a los magos.
The litany! Use it, now!
Sí, 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 sí. Muy bien,
I shall do it. As you say.
muy bien.
Uldred's trying something! Stop him!
Sí, 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 sí.
No mercy!
Very well. It has begun.
No vas a lograr nada, muchachos, ¿eh? Sí, 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 voy, voy, voy.
This is annoying! I am your
Sí.
death!
Cuando la tenga, cuando la tenga, la tengo, la tengo, la tengo, la tengo.
As you say. Don't give them the advantage.
Y se marchó. ¿Y se murieron? Pero ¿y si los salvé a todos?
I shall do it.
No es justo eso, ¿eh? Antes de hablar con
It has begun.
Irving, vamos a agarrar todo esto que... Una pinta de estar buenísimo.
Maker, I'm too old for this.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Win?
No, es mi...
I wasn't alone. I had help.
I was surprised to see you standing there. But I am glad you have returned. The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay.
Puedes pagarla ahora, ¿eh?
The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
Muy bien, te
I
seguiremos.
need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
No había ascensores en este momento, ¿eh? Podrían crear un hechizo que sea para bajar y subir rápido. Pobre Irving.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
Pero
It is
estoy
over,
vivo.
Gregor. Uldred is dead.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
Calen,
I
cálmate,
am the Knight Commander here, not you.
We will rebuild. The circle will go on.
Exacto,
And
exacto.
we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough! I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
Exacto. Claro, esto depende también de las decisiones que tomemos, pues capaz si los matamos a todos, este se enoja conmigo o algo por el estilo. He hecho lo que tenía que
I
hacer, ¿eh?
promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
Obvio. ¿Qué van a hacer?
For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
Deben ser amigos de la infancia estos dos muchachitos.
I'm glad I'm still alive, but the Circle's future still remains to be seen.
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse.
Exacto.
I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
Yo creo que lo hizo, ¿eh? Me alegro de haber podido ser
From
yo, ¿eh?
what Gregor said, it seems that you came here seeking allies. The
Efectivamente.
least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive
Habla
this,
muy
only
lento.
to be overcome by the Blight.
Exactamente.
We will do what we can for now. But if the Blight spreads, the tower
El primero que
itself
dice algo
will be
razonable, ¿eh?
lost. Stopping the Blight is more important. You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
When we need you here, the Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
Qué buena que es Queen. Qué buena que es Queen. Será un honor tenerte a mi lado, ¿eh?
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
Tengo que pedirte un favor más, ¿eh?
The child is possessed. But killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
Muy bien, Irving. Muchas gracias. Estamos todos prontos. Wayne, gente, nos vamos. Antes de ir de vuelta al castillo, vamos a ir al campamento a hablar con nuestros compañeros porque tengo regalos para todos. Soy tan bueno.
The Blight. How will you end it? Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
¿Qué has oído? A ver.
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Acabo de ingresar, ¿eh?
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
A ver.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Gracias, ¿eh?
You're welcome.
¿Por qué has venido a Ferelden?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antam.
¿Y
The
qué es?
Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
Qué bien, ¿eh?
Yes,
¿Cuándo?
never. I cannot go home.
¿Por qué no?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Sí. ¿Qué sucedió?
I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
¿Qué les sucedió?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
¿Y
I
entonces?
killed them with my bare hands. I
Uy.
did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Bueno, tienen sus propias creencias, ¿no?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now. What would you have me do? It could be anywhere by now.
Pero podríamos buscarla.
Near Lake Calenhad.
La encontraremos. La encontraremos.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
La vamos a encontrar, ¿por qué no? A ver, ¿para qué están los amigos?
What do you need?
No, contigo ya hablé bastante. Gwen, que es la nueva.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Exacto.
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Una anciana, querrás decir. Estás llena de energía, ¿eh?
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Seguro que aún darás tumbos muchos años.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Bueno, a mí me caes
Have
muy
you
bien, ¿eh?
encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
No lo voy a permitir, ¿eh?
Every mage is vulnerable, no matter how accomplished or powerful. That is the first thing we learn, and overconfidence can lead to recklessness. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone, replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
¿Lo dudas?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured, or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
Seguramente sí, la verdad.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Por favor. Estoy para ayudar. Este debe ser el mago, ¿no?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
¿Necesitan algo?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The
hablan tan
most
lento,
useful for my talents are runes.
A ver, vamos a dar los regalitos. Alistar, no me acuerdo si tenía algo. Ah, sí, tenía... acá, amuleto de la madre.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
En el castillo.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Porque te quiere mucho.
Maybe he did. He might even have brought it with him one of those times he came to see me at the monastery. Not that I would have given him a chance, as belligerent as I was to him. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people
Soy
not
tu
really
amigo,
listening
Alistair.
when I go on about things.
Soy tu gran amigo.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Por favor, Alistar. Sos un amigo, es una luz. Morrigan, tengo algo para vos también. Creo que es... un libro este.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
Por favor.
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
De nada, El grimorio de Flemeth. A ver, hay una misión nueva, a ver qué es.
I await your command. At times, perhaps, a world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees. Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
¿Y qué pasó?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground.
Una bruja.
I was heartbroken.
Qué malvada, la verdad. Pero solo era una niña,
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Pero ya no tenés por qué, ¿eh?
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated? No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Pero yo te puedo cuidar, Morgan?
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
A ver. No importa, no importa. Había la misión esa. Compañeros. Parece impaciente. Ah, claro. Seguramente tengo que dejar de pasar el tiempo. A ver si tengo algún otro regalo para alguien. Este tomo. Muy bien. Puntos de habilidad adquiridos. Chu. Malaquita sobresaliente. Guadaña, este licor guerrero mantiene frío. El vino. Una mujer con túnica. Eso le va a gustar a Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
A ver, Wayne.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, marvelous. Most kind.
Amuleto de la capilla.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so...
Clifford creo que tiene esto. Y esto. Sí, y le puedo dar un huesito. De nada, no le puedo dar nada, creo. Espada mariposa. Esto ya se lo di a alguien. Creo que ya está, ¿no? Guadaña negra. La mejor forma de gota a gota. Esto, ¿a quién le gusta los licores? Este cuadro enmarcado en plata representa 16 alceras de... Capaz que le gusta a ella.
Why, thank you so much.
Un retrato antiguo manchado de agua que representa a un hombre cubierto de pieles y con una pesada corona en la cabeza.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
¿Y Morrigan qué? Morrigan afectuosa. Afectuosa. Muy bien. Creo que ya está, ¿no? Podría venderle... A ver si tengo algo para vender. No mucho, la verdad. Volvemos al castillo. Ah, no, puedo subir de nivel. ¿Qué castillo? No sé si hay algo que me tenga que subir por algo. Creo que no. Vamos a subir un poco más la voluntad para tener más maná. Ya me puedo subir la elocuencia al máximo. Qué bien. El mago quería una gran coraje. Potencia de hechizos. Muy bien. Soy un super mago. Sí, quiero. Nos vamos con Alistar.
Indeed.
Ella. Me podría ir con Liliana para poder abrir los cofres, ¿no? Claro, Wayne me cae bien, pero 3 magos como que no, ¿no? Bueno, no pega. Vamos al castillo. Después capaz que hacemos una misión de los DLC. Porque si no me equivoco hay un DLC que te da un personaje nuevo. Denerim.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity.
Logain,
I
deberías de
also
irte,
have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you.
Obviamente.
I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
Oh, mira quién
The
es.
Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Muy bien. Seguro que van a poder conmigo, Logain, no te está saliendo bien tu plan, Tu plan de que todos te quieran y te acompañen. ¿Y ustedes qué?
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You?
Yo... ¿Qué dice el mensaje?
We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
Qué bien,
I thought you said... Wait. You're serious? I suppose that's all right. As long as it gets there. Stay safe.
Gracias, muchachos. Muy bien, muy bien. Muy amables ustedes, Claro, esto es de las misiones de los magos. El que me había encontrado en el lago, que tengo que ir al lago de vuelta por Sten. ¿Esta qué? Podría ponerla con arco y flecha, Falta de destreza. Requiere nivel 10. Arquería. A ver. No sé qué habilidades tiene. Podría ponerla, si no. Creo que sí. Y esto no, eso no se lo puede poner. Muy bien. No. Vamos a salvar al muchacho. Aunque la muchacha que tenía que encontrar no la encontré todavía, Capaz que la encuentro después. Cuando lo salvo al... Cuando salvo al niño. Porque me dejan recorrer todo el castillo. Supongo, porque... Yo recorrí todo y no la encontré a la muchacha. No puedo por acá, no puedo ir, por ejemplo. Muy bien, ¿estamos todos prontos?
The mages are waiting to start the ritual.
Ah, there you are. We have brought Lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Algún último consejo?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Sí, ya vemos lo que pasa acá.
Yes. We haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
Muy bien. Vamos allá.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. I assume you are going into the Fade. Or did you have someone else in mind?
No, voy yo. Morrigan.
Good. Let us get the ritual underway, then.
Yo. Yo a intentar no morir 40 veces como en el episodio anterior. Muy bien.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you. I'm coming.
Ah, ese es el espíritu del papá de Connor.
Father, where are you?
Muchos Connors.
Is anyone out there? Hello? Blessed art thou who exists. You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles. The what? I don't understand. Is Connor here or not?
No.
Then leave me to find my son. Connor! Where are you? Speak to me, lad! Leave me to find my son. Something happened to him. I can...
Bueno, te dejo buscar tu hijo tranquilo. Tranquilidad, nos calmamos todos. A ver. Connor, ¿cómo te va?
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
No.
You could be a demon too. You could be a demon that just looks like a person. Fool! You won't get near her. I won't let you.
Uy. Y de repente Connor es una drag queen. Señor demonio. Se calma, No. Usted va a pagar por eso. Muy bien. Parece que no era muy fuerte el demonio, Único camino, el portal por el cual llegamos. Esta letanía me la puedo sacar. Sí, continuamos el camino, otra vez acá con el...
You're the one making Father sick.
No. Yo no fui, Otra vez con...
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
No.
You will not find what you seek. Turn back now.
No.
Trespasser! I will drive you out.
Otra vez. Ahora son dos.
As you say.
Lo que faltaba.
We do battle.
Chao.
Why are you running?
Chao. Fuera demonios. A ver. Nos vamos a calmar. Es más fácil que me entreguen al niño y ya
I'll
está.
help him. You can't stop me.
Sí puedo.
Connor? Is that you?
Sí puedo detenerte y sí lo voy a hacer. Reunir a tu grupo. ¿Qué grupo si no tengo grupo? ¿Qué decís? Connor, de nuevo.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Porque te has metido donde no debías.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Otro más que intenta detenerme. Me están arrinconando, Eso no es justo. Arrinconar al enemigo para que se quede aplastadito mientras te están haciendo bucaque. No. Demonio, de vuelta.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain.
Qué bien.
It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
No.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Créeme que sí,
It shall be done. Very well.
Ahora hay muchas. Se calman, señora. Ahora cálmense. Poción. Poción. Congelado. Ajá.
If it is a battle you want, I can give that to you.
No. Vamos a agarrar esto que nos recupera al máximo. Al máximo. Pero no es justo, tiene un coso que la... que la protege. Muerto. ¿Está pronto? Señorita. Y así es como se vence un demonio, sin hablarle, sin decirle nada y ganándole limpiamente, sin usar escuditos de magia. ¿Están todos contentos y felices de que los salve a todos? Muy bien. Aplaudanme. ¡Bravo! Bravo. Ese casco me queda divino. Y... los muertos, claro. Son muchos, demasiados. F por ellos. Pero está, no se puede salvar a todo el mundo. Hay un montón que murieron cuando intentamos salvar el pueblo, que lo salvamos en realidad, pero murió bastante gente. Pero salvamos al niño, que es lo que cuenta, podríamos haberlo matado de una. Pero dimos 200 millones de vueltas para salvarlo.
So it is over.
Exacto.
Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he can be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
¿Por qué me preguntas a mí?
You are a mage, and you know his faults better than anyone. I would trust your judgment.
¿Crees que podría servirte de algo?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
Released? Are you mad? Why would you do such a thing?
¿Y por qué lo
I
vas a tener
agree with Isolde. He is a Maleficar. We cannot simply unleash him on the land and ignore his crimes. Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
Creo que sí también, Iré a buscar la
Thank
una.
you. I am grateful for your eagerness to help restore
Lo
my
necesito
husband.
vivo, si no.
Find the brother Genitivi, the scholar, in Denerham. He has been researching the urn's location for several years now. The knights that returned say they were unable to find Genitivi. But perhaps the Maker will lead you to him.
I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Gracias, querido.
I pray that Eamon awakens soon.
¿Dónde estará la muchacha del herrero?
It will take years to sort out the castle properly.
¿Connor?
You're the one who saved me.
Exacto.
Then, thank you. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
Exacto. Sí lo hará, Connor, no te preocupes. Sigo consternado porque no encuentro a la muchacha. La muchacha.
I wonder what happened to all the other castle
Allow me.
servants that were here.
I could do that for you.
Do you think they all died? Or did they run away?
Deja que yo lo haga, dice, y...
Allow me. I could do that for you.
No parece que lo puedas hacer, ¿eh?
It will take years to sort out the castle properly. If we even get the chance.
¿Dónde estará mi primavera? No. ¿Dónde estará la muchacha? Planta baja. Bajamos. Planta baja, por favor. El imperio cristiano. No sé dónde estará, la verdad.
Oh, there's so much to be cleaned up.
Here I am.
I don't
I
want to
shall.
even think about what
Habilidad
happened here.
insuficiente. No puedes abrir una alien, la verdad. Tengo que subirte esa habilidad. Si no... ¿Para qué la tenemos?
You return. Might you have news?
No.
What of him? He awaits my brother's decision on his fate. No, I cannot do that. He almost killed my brother. If Eamon wishes to pardon the mage, he will, when he awakes. Then I must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well, for all our sakes.
Efectivamente. Creo que ahora ya puedo explorar acá. Sí, puedo. Usted no será, ¿no?
There's so much to be cleaned up. I don't want to even think what happened here.
Todas dicen lo mismo, ¿eh? Están programadas para... Hay mucho para limpiar aquí. Pero lo peor es que yo para acá ya vine.
It shall be done.
O sea, no. No tiene sentido que no la haya visto.
I shall do it.
Acá están los perros. No sé, la verdad. Otra sirviente que debe decir exactamente lo mismo. Habilidad insuficiente, qué bien. Falta que esté justo en esa habitación. Bueno. Paramos de dar vueltas y nos vamos al objetivo. Me gustaría, para terminar este hermoso y bello episodio en el cual hicimos bastante ya, buscar la espada de Sten que está en el lago. Eso estaría bien, la verdad. Así, a ver, acá mapa del mundo. No puedo ir acá, tengo que ir hasta allá enfrente. Pero creo que no sé si tengo que llevarlo conmigo o es suficiente para que... A ver si dice algo en la misión. Compañeros. No dice nada. Muelles del lado. Cargando, que me van a interceptar. Sí. Estos deben de ser los asesinos. Denerim.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sir. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Tu padre es un idiota, Nora, que sepas. Y no lo mató directamente, pero sí indirectamente al dejarlo tirado entre medio de 800 millones de engendros tenebrosos.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Tiene una pinta de que me van a emboscar y que se van a morir todos. Veo trampas. Que viene, ¿eh? Hola, muchacho. Uy, qué miedo.
The Grey Warden dies here.
Claro que sí.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Qué bien.
Right then.
Les encanta congelar gente, ¿eh? Señora. No sé qué planea hacer, pero no lo va a hacer. Así lo hizo. Se me muere el equipo. Tengo que comprar cataplasma. Me tengo que acordar de esto. No, espera. Esta señora, curativa. Curativa.
Here comes trouble. You will learn to fear me.
Señores.
Now we
play a little.
Hey, watch it. You forced our hand.
No sé qué quería, la verdad. Alistar, no te fallezcas.
More the fools they. Defend yourself, and you
Muy
shall
bien.
pay.
¿Quién falta? Lo matas ahora, ¿no?
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
No, no te maté.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Exactamente.
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Deben ser los mejores, ¿no?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
¿Quién te contrató?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Qué bien, ¿no?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
Oh.
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an figures, I would have made a terrible merchant.
¿Y por qué me lo dices todo?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
No tengo ningún motivo para creer nada de lo que diga.
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Obvio, te escucho.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
¿Tiene sentido, la verdad?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help.
No, la verdad.
And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
Es verdad.
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which case, I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
Me cae muy bien ese señor, ¿eh? ¿Y qué quieres sacarme?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Sí, es justo.
What? You're taking assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea? All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Muy bien. Al campamento, señor. Muy bien, nuestro grupito se va conformando. Falta menos gente para con nosotros. Así que ahora podemos continuar nuestro camino antes de terminar este gameplay de hoy. Tenemos un asesino entre nosotros. Qué bien. Qué bien. Capaz que es mejor que Liliana. Pero Liliana me cae mejor. Ay, es que se hacen súper largos estos videos. Usted, señor, saqueador.
Back off. I was here first. Why, you looking to buy one?
Solo se trata de con él.
A Q what? Well, honestly, I don't have any swords. The spot was picked pretty clean when I got here. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Muy bien, ¿dónde está?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
Muy bien, muchas gracias, muchacho. Muchacho. Volvemos al campamento para dejarlo ahí. Terminamos de hablar algunas cositas con nuestros compañeros y termina todo. Ahora tenemos a Severin con nosotros.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Obvio.
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
Siempre voy a salvar a todos los que pueda, ¿eh?
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
No, no es martes. Alistar.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you.
Pregunte.
Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Obvio.
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Sí, podemos ir, ¿eh?
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
Obvio, sí.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Sí, obvio que podemos alistar. Me encantaría. Creo que a este señor, el Severtin, le gusta los licores.
You have excellent taste. You have excellent taste. How nice.
Y vamos a conversar a ver si Morrigan terminó de leer su librito.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Una maga superpoderosa. Una vieja chocha.
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen, and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That that was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Qué raro, ¿no?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Ok. A Morrigan le caigo un poquito mejor. Así que ya se está haciendo un poco tarde, comillas, comillas. Esto se lo puedo dar a él. Muñeco de Alistair.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Jejeje.
That is nice. Thank you.
Uy.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Por favor. Ya me sentía mal.
That's a wonderful thought.
Por
I don't know
nada,
what to say.
Nada, gracias, básicamente. Jeje, un palo. Esto ya se lo di.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Cinturón de la castidad. No.
I await your command.
Ahora que me amas.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
No. Lo dejamos para luego. Ahora todo el mundo me quiere más o menos. Wayne como que está ahí, como que hostil dice, pero uf. Como que hostil. Bueno, mañana lo arreglamos a eso. Así que bueno, espero que les haya gustado, que puedan darle me gusta al video, que se puedan suscribir para seguir siguiendo las aventuras. Y cuídense mucho, tomen mucha agua y nos vemos mañana. Chau, chau.